This is The Sit Down, and I'm here with actors Sherri and Gabriel Iglesias, the stars of Mr. Iglesias, a new comedy series on Netflix. Thank you both so much for joining me.
Thank you
for having us.
That's cool. I got introduced as an actor. It's legit. Give me that SAG card. Give me that SAG card.
No, Gabe was not, that other scandal. We don't want to introduce you with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into talking about this series. It's based on your life if you were going to become an educator instead of a comedian, right? And so how was it grappling with making that decision for you?
The grappling, I think, was more so through management, not as much me. They're like, you need to do it. I'm like, all right. I was perfectly content being just a stand-up comic, but they're like, no, you know what? You're more than that. So I appreciate the belief in that. And Netflix gave me a nice, support system, and we went with it.
Thank goodness he decided to do this.
Yeah. And your character actually gravitates towards the kids who don't fit in. Why was it important for you to include that narrative in the show? Because
that's what they wrote. That's what they wrote. I just showed up. I wanted to get paid, get some merchandise. I got really good parking as an executive producer, which is pretty cool.
Glad to hear that.
Yeah, no, it's awesome. I get free snacks, all the clothes I get to keep at the end of the day. It's not like being a regular stand-up.
He's telling all the fun stuff. It's so special, Gabe, doing this show because he is able to brilliantly skirt the line between stuff that's happening in real world time, like what you were talking about with Harvard and rescinding admission, because this is the kind of stuff we probably will tackle. And then it being, just the funny underneath it. Because at the end of the day, Gabe is like, yes, let's tell a message, but we got to make sure it's funny.
I've never been called brilliant either. Thank you.
I said brilliantly.
Sorry, you're right. Brilliantly.
Well, if you get to play kind of a different version of yourself, Sherri, how much did you relate to your character as the principal?
Well, first of all, they have it. I think it's so me. They have it that my professional life is completely perfect, but my personal life is completely screwed up, which is so, I think somebody was reading my diary. So it's, Paula, I play Principal Paula, and I'm very good friends with Gabe, but he wants to change the world, and he wants to help every student, which goes against administration, even in today. So we always clash on what's best. And you've said before that it's important for people to be able to see who they relate to on screen. Were you thinking about that as you were making the series? I love the fact that when we watched Mr. Iglesias, it was so much diversity on the set. I think little brown boys and girls need to look up and see people that look like them. I think little Latinx kids should look up and see somebody that has the same name, Iglesias. That you have to say it with an accent, not Iglesias. I think that's so important in today. Yes.
Yeah. Well, speaking of high school comedies, this got me thinking about some of your previous work, and you were actually a cast member of the 6th season of All That.
Oh, I thought you were going to bring up Magic Mike.
I
was in Magic Mike.
An iconic piece of cinema. Will you watch the All That reboot at all?
I will check it out just to see what's going on. I had a wonderful time being a cast member on season 6 of All That. Some people don't even realize, he was on that? Yeah. I was a child star.
He had a wig on one time and it was doing all that and busted his head and had to go to the hospital.
That was the only bad part. Bad part.
Have you kept in touch with any of the cast members?
You know what? I ran into Nick Cannon a couple times, but as far as anyone else is concerned, no, not really. Maybe on social media, just a little.
On social media, just a little bit. Well, speaking of past work that's coming back into the zeitgeist, The View is constantly making headlines these days. Of course, there was the book, Ladies Who Punch.
Yes.
I know you said you never go back, but do you ever watch the show?
Yeah, I watch the show. I love the Hot Topics. I scream at the TV. If I miss anything, I miss the Hot Topics.
But you scream at the TV.
I scream at the TV because that's what we do. But going back to The View is like sleeping with an old boyfriend. It's nice at night, then you wake up and you're like, why are you still here? You're
like, why did I do that again?
So it's like, I don't need to go back to my old boyfriend. Now I got a new boyfriend.
Yeah, girl, scream at that TV. Scream at that TV.
Well, you're also set to star in a movie called Brian Banks. And this is based on the true story of a black football player who was falsely accused of rape. And, you're a well-known comedian, so how do you prepare yourself for a more dramatic role like that?
Oh, that was really hard, doing drama, but I think comics...
Girl, I seen you on the set. You got drama.
It's drama.
You got it down.
Well, you did Narcos, so you had to do drama. I
just got shot in Narcos.
Yeah, but that's drama.
I walked in, I spoke Spanish, and pow, pow, and I'm on the floor.
And I cried.
Okay.
There we go.
So
I think comics have they're able to play pain really well in death. So it was a lot of me trying to get to that place. It was hard though. I'm not Meryl Streep. So when I was trying to get into the crying and somebody would go, oh my God, I love you on Dancing with the Stars. I was like, for real? So it was a little hard.
You have to like stay in
I got to stay
what you're
in the
doing.
bathroom like 10 hours.
Well, you're also friends with Niecy Nash, who plays a role with some parallels in When They See Us. Did you talk about these parts at all with her?
Well, she was my bridesmaid. We've known each other for like 35 years. So I've seen Niecy in every form, evolution. So yes, we talked about it. I'm extremely happy for her. She's going to win awards, and hopefully she'll still call me.
Hopefully she'll still call you. Well, Gabriel, you're actually currently on a comedy tour, speaking of some of the things y'all are working on right now. And, your brand of comedy really just appeals to so many people. And I'm curious, like, when something happens to you in life, are you like, I got to put a pin in that to remember to, like, bring that story into my act? How does that work?
Yeah, something will happen to me, and then I'll talk about it that night. Literally, like some of the stuff Sherri just said will wind up in the show later. Trust me, screaming at TV, screaming.
Yeah. Well, listen, were you going to jump in?
No, I was going to say in stand-up comics, that's the beauty of what we do. We can take what happens in the day and take it to stage. And typically, if you've gone through it, there's 100 other people that have gone through it. And, the awkwardness of being nervous and spilling all of your drinks on a person that you like, and
Yeah, because you guys missed that part where she spilled a bunch of stuff all over us, and then she robbed an intern earlier.
Like, everybody can relate to having a bad day when you're trying to make an impression.
She grabbed someone's cell phone; it wasn't hers.
You spill coffee, and then you spill coffee on your boss's crotch, and you think, "Am I ever going to have a job again?" Anybody can relate to that when you're talking about it on stage. Am I going to have a job?
You will have a job.
Just sitting here with you, like, you have such a fun dynamic. I don't know how you
We've
get
known
any
each other
work.
forever.
Well, I don't know how you get any work done.
We've known
when
each
you're
other forever.
When you're actually
We were
on set with
struggling
each other.
comics.
20 some odd years ago, we're just, I was giving her a ride in my car because her car had gotten repossessed, but my car was on deck to get repoed. I was just better at hiding it than she was.
I didn't have nothing. So it's just like, the struggle and being able to see Gabe at this point is just like amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to sue you for something.
No.
Like, we didn't sleep together.
Nothing. No.
When you're on set, are you really sticking to the scripts, or are you just like having all of this fun like that you're having right now in a banter, and then that makes it into the show?
Well, we're always talking, but when we got to work, we got to work. But we'll always improvise with the lines, and then Sherri's always doing something with the script. Like if you hand her a script in 10 minutes, it'll look like a bag of broken potato chips, just because she crinkles it. She grabs the paper and crinkles it. She taught me a technique to be able to access the pages easier, is to crinkle
it up. For
all
any
up.
actors, you guys who have scripts,
Crinkle the corners
of your pages, and then
you can
smooth them.
find the.
And you can find.
This way you don't got to keep licking your finger.
When you go on auditions, crinkle the corners of your pages.
I use that technique now.
Thank you, Mary Lou Henner.
Thank you for dropping the wisdom on us, and thank you both so much for joining me today.
And sleep with the star of the show. If you're not a good actor. That'll get you at least 3 lines.
So why didn't you get season 2? At what point?
Well, don't spill coffee on his crotch. That will stop everything.
Well, thank you both so much.
No, don't sleep with the star of the show. No, I don't want to.
Disclaimer, woman. Disclaimer. Well, disclaimer.
All right, we're going to leave it at that. Mr. Iglesias premieres on Friday, June 21st on Netflix. Stay tuned for more AM to DM.
Don't look in her purse.
Thank you both so much.
Thank you.